Welcome
to
you. Can't sip with us.
Hey,
Hi.
Ash. I'm just said I'm Ash.
You're Ash and I'm
But
Cole.
what I was going to say
best
was,
friend.
Ash, you're coming in a little hot on the mic, and I just realized as we got started.
That makes sense.
But
Hold on,
I don't know if it's my volume
it could
situation.
It's probably mine. Let me see if I do my input. How does this sound if I back off? How does that sound?
Yeah, a little higher. Now you're a little low. Now you're a little low. Come in a little
bit more.
Come a little higher. Now we're cooking.
Is that the money? We're in
chicken.
the money. We're in the money, folks.
So, before we start anything here, I'm wearing a celebratory. If you can't tell, it feels celebratory because it has glitter on. I'm wearing a blue Sip Squad glitter shirt to celebrate a really big milestone in downloads.
I just had an idea. We should call it Sip Celebration with an S. Do you feel like?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
we're sipping
you know how the
and
Kardashians
celebrating.
do everything with K's? Like, we do everything with S's.
Yeah.
Sip Celebration.
Yeah.
Because why, Colleen? Because why?
We have hit as a podcast 3.5 million downloads.
Plus.
Which I just got goosebumps because that just feels like a fake Monopoly money number. That can't be real.
No, that does not feel real.
That's not real.
3.5 million times people have listened to us. And all these people bitching and saying the podcast has gone downhill. It's like, well, tell it to the numbers then. Because the numbers don't think so.
What we're
going up and up and up, folks.
Is the people who have been around.
Oh, yeah.
Who were brave enough to stay after episode 1.
Episode one
is
was
fine.
That the horrible episode 2?
No, episode 2 was taken down. But even episode 1, if you go back.
Episode 1 was a train wreck. I mean,
the first 5, really, I mean, maybe like by 3 or 4 got better. But I just remember sitting there. We knew nothing about nothing. We had 2 microphones out.
It was like we were in an auditorium with 2. It's just reverberation at every angle. Wood floors, glass everywhere. I mean, it was a whole cluster.
Total cluster.
And look at where we are.
And we're still here. And so many of you are still here. And you've brought your friends and you've told people about it. And there's been along the way so many things that we've gone through together. You and me separately that we've brought to share here. That people who listen like connect with, and you guys have gone through a lot. Like you've sent us emails and messages, and like a lot of you who listen, like I know you, like you message a lot, and I feel like it's super cool, like to just have hung out virtually with all of you as friends for so long. So thank you.
I mean,
all
if you think about it,
for sipping with us.
I had she was almost a year when we started, I think. It was like November 2018 when we started the pod. But like we had started a YouTube channel before then. So really the You Can Sip, and that was called You Can Sip With Us as well. We did like we have added 4 kids to the mix, a whole pandemic. We've lost some animals. I moved states. We've bought houses, sold houses, lost loved ones. We've cried a lot. We've laughed our asses off. I don't even know how many beverages have been drank. It's quite a feat what we're doing.
And we've
together
screwed up and we've succeeded.
Wow.
And we've it's an honor.
It really is.
It's an honor.
Yeah. So thank you guys for being here with us. Like, oh
yeah.
And after Call, pushes the babe out, and then gets through newborn
that whole stage.
The thing. Yeah. Then we'll be thinking about when can we come see you guys live sometime. I'm thinking in the next year and a half.
Yeah.
We'll have a live event with the Sip to celebrate. I don't know how to. You know what I mean? Like, how do you say it any different? But, like, just pretend you're hearing it with an S.
We're a bunch of snakes. Yeah.
Yeah. Celebrate.
All right. So,
anyway.
enough of that. Enough.
I mean, is it? I don't know. I could
It can never
celebrate
be enough.
forever.
But
It's so
what
good.
I want to know about now, because I'm looking at Ash through video, is you're coming to us live from your
Oh.
new vacation home.
Cabin. Yes.
How's it going?
God.
It looks beautiful.
It is beautiful. Let me see if I can I'll show you guys where I am. We now put these videos up on YouTube so you guys can check it out. So I'm upstairs in our loft.
Wow.
Right? See the windows back there?
Yeah.
I got
Whoa.
this little cow back here because I felt like that was a nice backdrop. Look
Yep.
at what can you see what I'm looking at? Just freaking lush
Yes.
greenery. So I'm
It
right up.
feels like Bend or something.
It does.
And
It
for those of you who
does.
aren't familiar with Bend, it's like that desert forest vibe, which is awesome.
It is desert forest. We
Yeah.
saw a whole 6 deer. Rev spotted them yesterday running right through our back area. So that was really cool. And a huge ass bunny. I've never seen a bunny
Whoa.
that size. I think it was a jackrabbit or something John said.
Monster
I don't know. It
bunny.
was huge. And so it's great. We're up here. We're up north. Max down for a little nap. Rev is watching a show. I will say, I just feel like it comes across that I bitch about parenting all the time. And that's partly because it's true. That is what I do. I bitch about parenting, but it is really, it's so
Ash, you're like, you got me.
You got me.
You got me.
You know? When you say all Asha does is complain about her kids. Yes, I do. Because it's so wonderful, having these memories coming up here. It's oh, it's so peaceful, this beautiful cabin. And then it's just background noise of kids fighting and screaming and crying and snot being rubbed all over and, not sure where their lives are and what they want. And, it's not quite the peace we were thinking.
Yeah.
But it's a moment in time.
Yeah.
But you look around, you're oh, this is solitude. It's so beautiful. It's so peaceful. And then it's quickly brought back to reality that it's a zoo. I live inside of a zoo is what I'm doing right now.
Yes.
I don't know. How do you guys, I want to know tips on what do you guys do to help your kids sibling fights? Sibling rivalry, right? They just scream. They both want the same thing. Yes, we just started entering this phase of they only want what the other one has. Even if we buy 2 of them and the exact same thing, they don't. They just want the same. You know what I mean? It's
yes.
What's the ticket here? And I've tried to do the whole not referee. What's it called?
Work it out.
Announce. Oh, you both want that. What are you going to do? And then eventually, I feel one of them's going to die because they hit each other or they throw things. And I feel it's going to go too far if I don't intervene at some point. There's a safety, because they just don't have control over their emotions. Yep. So I don't know. I need help.
Guys, help Ashley. Email us at youcansipwithus@gmail.com. If you're a parenting expert,
yes.
If you legit are a parenting expert, this is your open invitation to come here to join us.
We would like that.
You just email us or if you know one, or if you know a parenting expert, or if there's a parenting expert you swear by that we should reach out to. Email us at youcansipwithus@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Just bring in do you ever watch Nancy Grace? Or who Nancy Grace is, right?
She's the very, very, very dramatic one, right?
Yeah, I don't watch her, but there was a moment in time years and years and years ago. I think it was when the Casey Anthony thing was a really big deal. And Chris and I would be tuning in because that was a sensation. It was that took over the world. It felt for
100%.
Months and months. And so sometimes Nancy Grace would just be on the TV because we'd have left CNN on or whatever. And that gal, she says something that sticks with me. She says, let's unleash the lawyers.
Oh,
that's how she says it. And then all of a sudden 5 videos turn on and there's 5 lawyers who all
they're guests on the show.
Yeah. And then they all start, opinionating. But let's unleash the parenting experts.
Let's unleash the parenting. So we did we're booking a couple guests, guys. We're going to try to bring you some bomb ass guests because you guys have been loving them. We're bringing an astrologist on who's like tapped into the spiritual world. So I'm very excited about that. Then we're also going to bring on a cannabis expert. And she'll, I'm sure, also talk about CBD. So it won't just be like psychedelic cannabis, but like, you know, healing properties for your body. Love to bring on a parenting expert. That would be like, you know, amazing. And then also any reality people, like smut people. Give me it. Let me at it. You know?
All right. Enough. On to
wow,
the show.
She's really shutting me down. I do have a review that I'd like to give a shout out to.
Oh, go ahead.
I went to look at the reviews. I don't remember why, but I did. And this person's Romy 10230. Her subject: why are people complaining?
Ooh.
5 stars. Many of my conversations these days often start with, but my podcast girls say, if you don't want to spend hundreds of dollars extra on making your life better in every way, then don't listen to this pod. Seriously, everything that these girls tell me to buy, I buy. Everything they drink, I have to drink. Everything they cook, I must taste. Not to mention, they preach about all real life things that us as women sometimes feel alone on. Motherhood, postpartum, mental health, relationships, friendships, body image. This pod is everything. It has continued to be one of the best parts, I'm a soul sipper too, of my week for over a year now. I look forward to catching up with my ladies weekly, and I just wanted to give some noisy support because I love all the things that you bring to my life. And I thought that deserved a space.
Yes.
You know? So
yes.
thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for the noise. We love it. We love noisy support.
Let's get noisy.
Let's get noisy and support.
Ding, 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 ding. All right. Get noisy on behalf of yourself.
Inside your brain.
Inside your brain.
Or start calming down the noise inside your brain. Either way, we don't know what you need, but you know who knows how to help you? BetterHelp.
BetterHelp.
People don't always realize that physical symptoms like headaches, teeth grinding, or even digestive issues can be indicators of stress. And let's not forget about the doom scrolling we do, sleeping too little, sleeping too much, undereating, overeating. Where I knew I needed to reach out, mine manifested in sort of a nasty self-talk, sort of self-loathing place where I wanted to retreat a bit from the world. And I was like, I gotta talk to someone about this, right? Like it can you can manifest your stress in all kinds of ways. And this is where BetterHelp comes in. It is customized online therapy that offers video, phone, or even just a live chat session with your therapist, so you don't have to see anyone on camera if you don't want to. And I have found it to be so much more affordable than in-person therapy. You can give it a try and see if online therapy can help lower your stress and sort through some of that internal noise you've got going on.
You can sip with us, listeners. Get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/sip. That's BetterHelp.com/sip. BetterHelp.com/sip. 10% off your first month. Can't recommend that enough. Honestly.
Man. It really has been the most convenient thing for me to just, because also the other thing about it that I like, we're done with the ad read now, but the other thing that I like is like sometimes I schedule things and then something like a session with the therapist and something comes up and it's so easy to reschedule, like no issues. Whereas before when I used to go see a live therapist, it felt like it was a much bigger thing. It wasn't as flexible. And so I like that too.
Yeah. I love it.
All right, guys. It has been
also really quick. Are you sipping on anything?
I am.
What are you sipping on?
I'm sipping on a Vizzy.
Oh, nice.
I don't know what flavor it is. It's like watermelon. Let's see. It's a Vizzy hard seltzer. God, I can't wait till you're done cooking little Ellie, and then we can do more seltzer tastings because there's some good ones on the market. Watermelon strawberry is what I'm doing. Vizzy, watermelon strawberry, and then I brought a backup up of papaya passion fruit. So
I also have 2 drinks, not nearly as fun.
Well,
but I have a sparkling water pineapple. This is one of those big packs that I got from Costco, and it's actually pretty good.
As far as sparkling water goes, that's a 10-star review right there from Colleen Lude.
Yeah,
it's
okay. That's as good as it's gonna get.
It's decent. 10-star.
But I also
hate it. Oh, so 10-star. Okay.
I'm a protein powerhouse, so I have a smoothie that is Greek yogurt, spinach, some Garden of Eden or Garden of Life, some natural protein powder thing.
Yeah, great.
some berries, some almond butter, a little bit of coconut
Wow.
milk, and chia seeds.
That
And
sounds actually delicious.
it's a daily go-to for me
Yeah.
in the afternoon. It's quite nice. Keeps me
Your blood sugar
really
stabilized.
stable. Very
I love
stable.
it. I love
Okay,
it.
so I'm super stoked for your what you need to know
Yeah.
because you're bringing us. Well, you say it.
Yeah. So it's been like, how long do you think it's been? Over a year? I did like skincare 1.0 as I started.
Yeah.
Maybe it's been even like a year and a half, 2 years. I don't even know. But it's been a long time since I did skincare 1.0. I started getting really into skincare. And then I was like, here's 1.0. I'll be bringing you 2.0, which is like the products that I'm using and how, whatever. And then I just never did.
Right. Right. Yeah.
So I'm bringing it today. I'm bringing skincare 2.0. I have switched things up a little bit in my routine, and I'm
Ooh.
feeling like I've hit the sweet spot. So
Okay.
I want to share with you how your skincare should go. And I wish I would have taken skincare seriously starting in college, but I didn't until now. Probably I'm 36. I probably started like really taking it seriously at 35. But it feels really good, and I do get compliments on my skin a lot, and I think it's because of this. So I have repaired my moisture barrier, and I thought that I had really oily skin. Turns out I had a damaged moisture barrier, and all of this skincare help that. So if you've got like redness, rosacea, if you are oily or dry, like you might have some damage to your moisture barrier. And so you just want to be kind of gentle and be consistent with your routine. So I'm going to run through what I do, what my skincare looks like now, and the products that I use. So in the morning, you're going to do the exact same thing every morning. Consistency in the morning is key. You can wash your face if you want. If you've got oily skin, you want to wash your face, you can. I felt like that was stripping my skin. So it felt like I had really tight and dry. You know, when your skin just feels tight, that is dry. And then throughout the day, I would become like an oil slick. And I knew that that was a sign of a damaged moisture barrier. So now I'll either splash cool water on my face in the morning. That's another thing. You don't want to use hot water. I used to wash my face in the shower all the time, and it was just like running scorching hot water over my face. That strips so much moisture from it. So you don't want to use like even on the warmer side of warm. You want kind of like lukewarm water.
So do you not wash your face in the shower anymore? Or
I
do you
don't.
just freeze your ass off?
No, I don't wash my face in the shower anymore. What I usually do, because I'm a nighttime showerer, so I'll wash my face. I do a double cleanse in the evening, and I'll talk about that. So I do a double cleanse, and then I will put on a bunch of hyaluronic acid, and then I'll go get in the shower, because hyaluronic acid is a humectant, which means it can absorb like 10 times its weight in water or something like that. But if it doesn't have water, it pulls from your skin. There's not much more wet than a shower, right? And so I put that on, and then I go in the shower in the steam. And then the way that I figure is it's taking all that steam from the shower and putting it into my skin. And then after I get out, then I start my like skincare routine after the shower. Okay. So that's what I do. But yeah, you should not really be washing your face in the shower unless you're using like cold water.
Which I don't want to take cold shower.
No.
No.
Yeah.
No.
So AM, you wake up, you can either splash cool water on your face and then just pat dry. Also, no, we don't rub our skin anymore. We don't rub dry ever. That is not good for your skin and fine lines and wrinkles. I prefer, instead of the cool water, I prefer micellar water. And the one that I really like is a creamy one, and it's from Drunk Elephant. I get it at Sephora. I just put that on a cotton round and then put that on my skin in the morning. And then once I've got sort of my clean slate, so I don't wash, I'll go in with a vitamin C. So your morning is going to look like cleanse if you want, or just warm water, micellar water, right? Step 1. Step 2 is vitamin C. Every single day, that's going to be your second step. And then step 3 in your morning is going to be a moisturizer. Step 4 is SPF. Okay. Every single day of your life, that's going to be your morning routine. The vitamin C that I primarily use Dime Skincare, and I'm partnered with them. So I think sometimes there's an asterisk of like, does she really like it? Because people that I know, like my friends and family, will ask like, is it really that good? It is really that good. It is high quality skincare at a good price. This is not an ad for them. They're not paying me to talk right now. I just really do like it. And everyone that I know that has tried it has agreed. So I love Dime, you can use the code Ashley for 20% off. But you can also use SkinCeuticals is very expensive. It's like, I think they're $100 or $200 or something for their vitamin C serum. But that, if you Google any like best vitamin C on the market, everywhere will show you SkinCeuticals. So that one's good. Amazon actually has, it's called like True C,
I
I think.
just was
Yeah.
So I found the Drunk Elephant water and I just added that to our face and
Okay,
body
good.
section on our Amazon faves. And that this True Skin one I was just
Yes.
looking at, because it's $20 and it has 100,000 ratings that are good.
Yes. And I
That's
have used
insane.
that before and I did really like it. So that's a great option as well. Like, just be consistent with it. And I feel like that there are some that are more shelf stable and I don't really know all the levels of vitamin C. Like, I don't know why the SkinCeuticals one is 180 and that one is 20 bucks. Did you say it was 20 bucks?
Yeah.
I don't know why, right?
Who
But
knows?
like, whatever. Some of it might be you're paying for marketing. Some of it you probably are paying for a little bit of quality of product. But I would start with the $20 one, right? You don't need to jump into, and then once you're like,
So,
okay, I like this, then get
the
more.
the water, cool water, or the molecular water?
Micellar water. Mm-hmm.
Micellar water.
Mm-hmm.
Vitamin C.
Vitamin C.
What's the third thing?
Then you're going to go in with a moisturizer. There are a ton of great moisturizers. Again, I use Dime's Dewy Day Cream most of the time. I throw in a bunch of different things just to see what my skin likes, because I tend to get clogged pores. Like, I get blackheads pretty easily. I don't like to use really thick creams during the day.
Yeah.
I like a thin sort of a water. Like, you'll see some that are like a gel moisturizer or like a water moisturizer. Those are great, like pretty thin. You can use some of the brands that I like. Have you heard of La Roche-Posay?
No.
So you type it into Amazon. Those are super affordable line that is very high quality, super clean. LAROCHEPOSAY.
Okay.
I think is how it's spelled. It's white with like some blue on the bottle. Do you see it?
Got it.
So they have some really good moisturizers. CeraVe, most of you have probably heard of that. You can get that at Target. You can get that on Amazon. I've used that. Again, SkinCeuticals has great products. There's a brand also that Target carries, and you can get it on Amazon, but it's called Naturium, Naturium. They've got like, I don't use any of their day creams, but they do have a good night, the ceramide moisturizer. I'll talk about that in a minute. Anyway, so I would say the most accessible are La Roche-Posay and CeraVe. Those are two lines that are, high quality that you can use for a moisturizer. Okay. Then after your moisturizer, always, always, always SPF. Always SPF. It doesn't matter how good you take care of your skin if you're not going to wear SPF, because the most damaging thing to your skin is sun. Who knew, right? Like, I'm not outside right now, but even sitting in front of the windows, the sun is affecting my skin. I have SPF on, but I've got a couple. Of course, Dime just came out with one called Wonder Screen. I've talked about, what is it? It should already be on our favorites. Is it Australian? It was like a tinted CC cream
on our favorite.
Yes.
It's on our favorites, face and body and makeup. There's like two sections and I think I put them in both.
It is. I love that. The way that it blends into your skin. It's got SPF. I try to now get makeup with SPF in it. The more that I've dived into skincare, the more I'm like, oh shit, SPF is it. Like, we need SPF and a retinol. I'm going to talk about retinol in the PM, but like, those are the two most important skincare ingredients. The rest of them, like, nice, good, whatever, but like SPF and the retinol are going to be the biggest game changers for your skin. I have also talked about Supergoop. I like their glow screen. That's what I have on my face right now. It's lightly tinted, very light tint, and sort of gives you a dewy look. If you don't like dewy, you might want to go with their matte screen. They have one called Unseen sunscreen, which is like a clear looking gel one. There's a whole bunch. Just whatever. Get a good SPF. Okay. So that's your morning. Rinse, vitamin C, face moisturizer, SPF every day. Boom. Then here's the game changer for the PM. I have been doing now, I've been using Dime Skincare, but then I also added, who's the one that sponsors us? Curology. Yeah. I've been using it's a prescription strength skincare, and it has a retinoid in it. Now, retinols are going to change the game for your skin. They're going to increase cellular turnover. They're going to help so much with your fine lines and wrinkles, make your skin look brighter and more fresh. So I was using that every day, but then I've also been hearing about acids. So I was like using that. And I have been having like dry, flaky patches on my nose and my chin for a year and a half. And I'm like, oh, I guess this is just what's going to happen now, because I still felt like my skin looked better, even with the dry, flaky patches than before.
Mm-hmm.
So then I stumbled upon this account on TikTok. I should actually probably name her. So she talks about something called skin cycling. And what that looks like is day 1, exfoliate. Day 2, retinol. Days 3 and 4 are repair. Is that recovery? Good. Okay. So her name is Dr. Whitney Bowe. Dr. Whitney, Whitney Bowe. Let me see if she's on Instagram
I'm
too.
finding her right now.
She is on Instagram as well at Dr. Whitney Bowe. I don't know how you pronounce her name, but she is the one I stumbled upon her. So what that looks like is night 1, you're going to, I always double cleanse, because if you're wearing waterproof makeup, full face of makeup, or SPF, and again, SPF is a daily, even if you don't get out of bed, you should be wearing SPF. So if you're wearing those 3 things, you need to double cleanse to get all the gunk from your pores. And you can do, your first cleanse can be a micellar water if you want. I also really like a balm cleanser. And there's a couple balm cleansers I like. Pharmacy, Farm. You'll see this on Amazon.
Yeah.
Pharmacy
I think
oil cleanser.
one of their things, yeah. Okay, it's different, but I got in a FabFitFun box a moisturizer from them.
Oh, yeah.
Like a nighttime antioxidant moisturizer that is it's such a treat, I feel like.
Yes. Is it like a honey one?
Halo?
Yeah, I just got that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. It's just nice.
It is very nice. That's a nice brand. You can get it on Amazon. You can also get it at Sephora. The Inky List, you can get it at Sephora. That's a super affordable one. The Naturium that I talked about, they have one. I like the ones that come in the squeeze tube. So that's the one thing that I'll say about the pharmacy one. I don't really like anything that comes in a tub and you got to dig your finger in. You know what I mean? I much prefer to pump it out.
Yep.
So
that's what she said.
Yeah. Yes. So Naturium one has one you squeeze out, and then the Inky List also has a oil cleanser that you can squeeze out. There's tons on it. Just Google or put in Amazon or whatever, oil cleanser or a balm cleanser. And what that is going to do, it's an oil one, and oil like interacts with oil, right? So it's going to pull the oil and stuff like that from your skin. Then and you do that on dry skin, no water. So you go in, that's your first step. Actually, what I do is I go in with a micellar water to get the layer of makeup off, and then I go in with an oil cleanser. You don't probably need to do that, but I do that. And I do it on dry skin, just rub it all in for probably 3 minutes I'm rubbing. Then you rinse it off, and it'll turn kind of like white milky when it interacts with water. It sort of starts dissolving. That's going to take that away. Then you're going to go in with a foaming or water-based cleanser. Sarah, I have actually, that is one product I don't use from Dime because their cleanser has gluten in it, but I use CeraVe, has a nice like salicylic. They have a hydrating cleanser. What else do I use? I use the cleanser from Curology. Whatever, just any kind of like natural cleanser. And if your cleanser smells good, you don't want it actually. Like you don't want really skincare that smells good unless it's a natural smell. But a lot of companies add fragrance to their skincare, and your skin does not like fragrance. So if it's like people are like, oh, I don't like the way that smells. And it's like, well, do you want it to work or do you want your skin to hate it? Like get over it, you know? So go with sort of like a plain Jane cleanser. So that's going to be your step 1, basically, is just your double cleanse. Okay. Then you're going to go in night 1, you're going to go in on completely dry skin. After you cleanse, you're going to pat dry, let it dry. You're going to go in with a chemical exfoliator. So what we used growing up was like Clean and Clear or like that apricot scrub, like harsh exfoliators. That is a very quick way to damage your moisture barrier. You do not want that. What you want is an acid exfoliator. That's going to take off that top layer of skin, like sort of dissolve those dead skin cells without the harsh rubbing that is going to damage your moisture barrier. You can, I think you want to look for a combo. So like AHA, BHA, Paula's Choice has a great one. It's in a gray bottle. You can see it on Amazon.
Yeah. I'm linking this one.
Tons of reviews on that one.
Mm-hmm.
I love glycolic acid.
Only $11.
Yeah. Super great
for
price.
This Paula's Choice one.
And that is talked about very highly in like the Skin Circle account that I follow. So that's a great one. If you can find one with glycolic acid in it. So you're going to do that night one, okay? You're exfoliate. You double cleanse, you exfoliate with an acid exfoliator. Then that might get a little tingly. You're going to let the tingles totally go away. And then you're going to apply a moisturizer. And you can go a little heavier on the moisturizer at night if you want to. I'm using Dime's night, restorative night cream, I think it's called. But again, La Roche-Posay, CeraVe, whatever. Just get like a good one. And then like the one that we have, I rotate that one in. Sometimes I'll go in with like a light one, and then I'll also go in with the pharmacy one that we just got from FabFitFun. Right?
Yeah.
I'll throw that on top a little thicker.
Yep.
You can also add an oil on top. If you've ever heard, I think you talked about it actually, slugging. So slugging is like basically you put an oil or even Vaseline or Aquaphor on top of your moisturizer as your last step in your skincare routine if you feel like your skin's real dry, and that's going to lock in the moisture. But if you get clogged pores easily, I don't do that much slugging anymore because I felt like I was getting more blackheads and like, more clogging, not really breakouts and acne, but just like under surface stuff, you know? So I'll do it like 1 or 2 nights a week sometimes. Yeah. So that's it. Okay. So that's going to be day one. It's going to be your exfoliate night. You double cleanse, exfoliate, moisturizer. And then if you want, you can add an oil or just leave. So it's going to be 3 steps basically. Then the next night, you're going to go in with that's your retinol night. And your retinol, again, you're going to start with the double cleanse. And if you have sensitive skin or you're new to retinols, you want to get one of those lightweight moisturizers and put some around your eyes, around the creases of your nose, and around the creases of your mouth. Those are sensitive areas that also can hold, because they've got the creases, they can like build up product there. And that's where I was seeing a lot of flaking. So you can put that lightweight moisturizer on first, and then you go in with a pea-size amount of your retinol. And you can get a prescription from a dermatologist. Like tretinoin is apparently the holy grail of retinols, but there's also, what is it called? There's one I got on Amazon. You just type in retinol into Amazon call, because there's one, I ended up buying it, I think at Target, but I first saw it on Amazon. It's like super cheap.
Is it just called retinol cream in like a blue and white little bottle?
I feel like it's called Differin. Is there a Differin? Maybe that's something else, but I feel like it might be called Differin. Does it say retinol? For this step is when I'm using Curology, because we honestly, guys, we don't advertise shit we don't like and use. And the Curology, mine has tretinoin in it, but then it has azelaic acid and niacinamide as well. But reach out to Curology, get a custom skincare prescription. And because we're now only doing it we're only using the retinol 1 time every 4 nights. So like, that'll last a lot longer too. But
CeraVe has a retinol. I'll link
do it. CeraVe is great. Yeah.
CeraVe.
I can't remember. I feel like it was Differin, but let me look if that is something on Amazon. Okay, so you're going to put that. Now, when you have, it is Differin. Yeah, Differin gel is like a retinoid treatment for face.
Okay.
So you can add that too if you want.
Okay.
Super affordable. I don't know what I was saying, but you just take a pea-size amount. You're going to tap that in all over your face. You can put it on your neck and chest as well. And that's going to help, like I said, the cellular turnover, the collagen production. It's going to like generate those new fresh skin cells. That's going to keep your skin looking prime time. And then that's what I was saying. if your skin is wet, it's going to absorb more. So that's why you want to put the retinol on dry skin and then let it completely dry. And then you can top that with a moisturizer as well. If you have very sensitive skin, you could put moisturizer all over your face, then the retinol, and then moisturizer again, and it'll kind of dilute it a little bit or give you a little barrier. And that's it. You don't want to slug on top of retinol, so no oil on top of that. Then the other 2 nights, so you got night 1, exfoliate, night 2, retinol, then you've got 2 recovery nights in a row, and that's just going to be your double cleanse. If you want to do the hyaluronic acid to add a little moisture, you can do that. And then a moisturizer and oil if you want, basically. But that's going to be, nothing. It's going to be a very gentle night. So nights 3 and 4 look like that. Then you start over and you go back to exfoliate, retinol, recovery, exfoliate, retinol, right? So that's what that's going to look like. And you will notice within like a couple of weeks, you will notice your skin looking brighter. Within 30 days to 6 weeks, you'll notice the fine lines getting more minimized. Like you will notice this. And ever since I switched, I no longer have the flaking dry skin. So
Ooh, nice.
This has been a game changer for me. I know that was a lot and very long, but I'm done now.
Guys, everything's linked. Everything is linked. In the face and body section in our Amazon faves, you can get to that by going to sipsquadpod.com/shop. Also link in our Instagram bio. This is awesome. When the episode's over or when we're not, when we're done recording, I'm going to go shop our own Amazon.
Yeah. I love that you can get so much on
for
Amazon.
when I can start using all this fun stuff again. I'm stoked.
Good skincare also comes from the inside out.
Yes.
Ding, 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 ding. So you also want to see what it is you're putting in your body. That is where Care of comes in. Care of is personalized supplements for you, for your body. You go online, you take a 5-minute quiz and enter in what it is your goals are, what your lifestyle is like, and then they're going to pop out personalized vitamin supplements and powders recommendation based on what it is you say that you need and what they have. It's going to take all the guesswork out of how to support your body from the inside out. I update mine every time I have like a lifestyle change, which I love about that. And then they ship you these cute little packages with your name on them. And they are very careful about sourcing high quality ingredients. They are sustainably sourced and they're aimed at helping you take care of not only your wellness, but also the environment. So I love that they are sustainably sourced.
Yeah, clean ingredients backed by the latest science. And I feel happy. Like when Care of arrives at my house, I feel happy.
A little happy
like the
dance.
way I just love this company. I love that it's all personalized for me. I love how cute and convenient they make this. So you're getting just what you need, right? And it's not that like overwhelming feeling in the vitamin aisle.
Right.
Like, thank goodness for Care of. You guys, go to Care of now for 50% off your first Care of order. Go to takecareof.com and enter our code SIP50. That's 50% off your first Care of order. Just go to takecareof.com and enter code SIP50. Ding, ding, ding. Okay, guys. I promised this for a couple weeks.
Yeah.
And then, I was going to do a baby must-haves, but we kind of have done that. And Ash, it was your suggestion to do like what are the best gifts for like a baby shower to like celebrate a mama to be, because it's always tough. You're like, do I go off? Do I do the registry? Do I not?
Right.
Or like if you haven't had, like if you haven't had kids yet, you're like, do they really want this like boob stuff? Like it can feel like overwhelming. Like I remember going to baby showers before Ben was here. I was like, I have no clue. Like what?
And the other thing is when I was registering for baby stuff, like especially with Rev, my first baby, I'm like, I didn't even know what to register for either. So it's like, I can go off the registry, but mom doesn't even know if she needs that, some of the stuff.
You know what? You know what I should do?
What?
Is I didn't have a baby, like I didn't have a to-do this time, because I have so much. But I did go through, I was like really taking stock of what did I use a lot for Ben, and I even I went like just going back through stuff, and I did a major shopping haul on Amazon of like the the critical things.
Yes.
We have a baby list on Amazon already. I'm going to go add, hold on, I'm going to make a note to myself, add my shopping haul.
Yeah, like your must haves. Because now you know you're going in for your second rodeo here.
Yeah, so I'm going to add what my shopping haul was to our baby list on our Amazon faves. Because that's just like, that's not necessarily like the best baby shower gifts. These are just
Right.
like really awesome burp rags. I used cloth diapers for burp rags because they're like really absorbent, way more practical, and you can buy them in bulk for cheap. Like
Yeah, and you need
practical stuff.
thousands of burp rags.
Thousands upon thousands
Yeah.
upon thousands of burp rags. And then a lot of stuff like for me, you know. So I'll add all that to the baby list. But the baby shower gift list is more of the how do you make an expecting mama feel really special. And I would like to shout out, like I went through inventory of like some of the favorite gifts that I've received last pregnancy, this pregnancy, and made a list on our Amazon store. It's under, let's see here. I called it best baby shower gifts.
Oh, well, isn't that exactly what we are looking for?
Yeah. I'm adding one more right now, actually. So these are a little bit more special. Okay. So the first thing, shouting out to all my friends who, as you listen to this, you'll know, because a lot of these things are things you know you got me, and I'm paying it forward because hopefully someone will get inspired to give it to a new expecting mama. Okay. So the first thing, I actually got this last night from a friend, and I thought it is so cool. And I found one on Amazon, but there's probably like a ton of this kind of stuff on Etsy. In Amazon, it's a newborn announcement sign for the hospital. And so it's this little wood like circle thing that you can put the baby's name on it, and then you can fill in like date, time, weight, length. And so my friend had one made for me that has Eleanor's first and middle name, so that when she's born at the hospital, I can like, it's just like a tiny little sign, but it's like perfect to just
I've
like
seen those.
put.
They're so cute.
Isn't that a cute idea for like
Yes.
off of the registry, but like something to make the gift feel extra special?
Yeah. I love that.
And then Ash, guess what? Our favorite cozy soft blanket company, Barefoot Dreams.
Oh yeah.
They make a receiving blanket for babies.
Oh, wow.
I mean, that's like
that's like luxury. That's like, is there anything more comfortable probably to the baby than the womb? No, but this blanket has got to be a close second.
Yeah.
I'm only assuming, you know.
And they have lots of different designs on Amazon, but these are the softest blankets, and they're like the perfect size to put like in the stroller, you know what I mean? Like that little, just the small, because you don't want anything too big because it's just a teeny tiny baby. So yeah. So that's a super nice gift. And people will know, even if they don't know Barefoot Dreams necessarily, they'll feel the quality of this thing and they'll know it's something special. Okay. I'm going to just go off of everything else on Amazon right now, but stuff for mom that's really practical, that's available on Amazon, which is really great. The company Frida, Frida, Frida Baby, if you put in like Frida Baby kits on Amazon, they have really nice like pre-packaged gift bundles, which would make great baby shower gifts. So one of them, I put 3 into this favorites list. One of them is a postpartum recovery essentials kit, especially if this is a first-time mom. She probably doesn't even know that she's going to need this stuff. And it does kind of assume a vaginal birth, which of course doesn't always happen. But it has like this postpartum healing kit has like ice pads to put in your underwear, disposable underwear, whether you have a C-section or vaginal birth, those like cozy underwear are, yeah. There's cooling witch hazel and like a healing foam, just stuff for mom. And I promise you, like it presents well in a kit, I feel like, for a baby shower. And then that new mama will be so thankful that someone thought to give her that.
I also feel like anything, like if I see, because I've tried several of the Frida products, if I'm looking for something and Frida makes it, I'm like, that I know I can count. You know how there's those brands, you're like, I know I can count on this. Like, this is going to be
Yes.
good. I feel like everything I've bought from that Frida line has been a go-to. Like, it's good. So
Yeah.
I love that.
Super high ratings. And yeah, there's another one that I linked that has an upside peri bottle washer. I just bought 3 of those for myself because little tip, if you have a couple bathrooms, you'll want to have like a little basket of things to take care of yourself in each bathroom is a super helpful tip that someone told me, and it was a game changer.
And that
So
is
this
C-section or not. I had to do that with the
yeah,
C-section too.
because you need that time, like that's your kind of time to be taking care of yourself, and you don't want to be, where did I put this thing? And you
Yeah.
need that like every bathroom trip, those essentials. So this little gift kit has a peri bottle, some baby nail clippers, the nose Frida, and the Frida Baby Windy to help with like colicky gas. And then there's also a baby basics kit that has the windy, all kinds of stuff. You guys will see it on here. But those I think are awesome baby shower gifts because they're super practical. I did link the owlet. Ashley got this for me for Ben. We're using it again for Ellie. That is an absolute critical thing. It is a big ticket item for sure. And so this is something you would give a very, very, very close friend, or you can like partner up with buddies, right? And all go in on something and get a big ticket item like that, or a stroller, or, you know, that's another thing that would be really nice is like shopping the registry and like all pitching in on a big ticket item, because whatever the mom doesn't get as a gift, she's there, you know, the mom and dad are going back through and buying everything. Right.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so it can be really helpful to have some of those big ticket items off of the list because like parents do need those. I had a friend for Ben get me like a boob kit, and I didn't know what any of the stuff was. And I was so happy that someone just bought all that for me, because I really felt lost on that the first time around. And that is one of the main things I'm making sure I'm stocking up on. And so she, in like a gift basket, put like nipple cream, and I linked a bunch of this stuff in here, like some nice organic like nipple cream butter, like nipple nursing pads that you can reuse and wash. Bamboobies is a great brand. They also have disposable ones, which are great. The pediatrician will likely recommend, I think, for all. Did you do vitamin D drops
In the bottle?
like on your boob?
Oh, on the boob? I don't remember.
Yeah. So most likely you'll be recommended to do like 1 drop of vitamin D a day for your baby, like either in the bottle or as you're breastfeeding. So I linked some vitamin D drops. You can put that in the kit, and then a really good nursing pillow. Highly recommend for the newborn stage, the My Breast Friend.
Yes.
So I linked that
like
one.
Not
as
even
well.
highly recommend. That should go, if you are going to breastfeed, that should go on your absolutely must have, cannot live without, I think, because breastfeeding is so freaking hard initially. And that thing makes it, I don't know, makes it way easier. It's so good. Don't even, I had initially, because it's not cute. It's not a cute looking thing, and the patterns all suck. So I had initially that like donut one, you know, that kind of goes around you. It's open, and what's it called? It's almost like a boppy or whatever, because you could put cuter patterns on it, but that thing's a crap. It doesn't work. Like, it's not like firm enough, and it's too loosey goose. Like with the My Breast Friend, you could set your baby on there.
Yeah.
It's firm enough, you know? Yeah,
it
100%
is really helpful as you're trying to figure out like what you're doing.
Yes.
The other thing to round out this gift that I thought would be really great is when you're breastfeeding, you are so freaking thirsty. Like, it is insane. So I linked this really cute water bottle, and the My Breast Friend has a water bottle like insert thing. So just getting like a special new cool water bottle for mama is a great idea. Cozy postpartum clothes for mom. So I linked my friend last night got me some super soft like buttery jogger pants. And I'm so like, just those are go-to kind of things that moms are going to wear like all the time when they're not showering, they're up all night. Like having things that just feel like a treat to be able to put on are
Yeah.
so good for the mom's like mental health, I feel like. Um, Robe is a great gift idea. I've talked about the Ecanor brand before, those cozy nursing PJs, which I'll add here to the list as well. Someone gifted me those. I'm so excited about it. I got a Robe baby swaddle mama and me set, which I thought was
Mm.
so cute. And so I
Yeah.
linked one on Amazon. Wonder suits. Ash got
Oh
me
my
my
gosh.
first wonder suit for Ben. Those are game changers. Any clothes that you buy, whether it's wonder suit, magnetic me is also a great one. Um, Magnets, two-way zippers, those are where it's at. Easy
Buttons?
on, easy
Hey, if you
off.
hate the mom, get her outfits with buttons for the baby. If you hate, that's the
Mhm.
great gift to give your enemy.
Yeah.
You know?
Um, Also a newborn set, and I've linked a couple of these. So like what I mean by newborn set is like there's a lot of like knotted gowns that, male or female, they're really great because they're just little newborn ones, and then you can knot the bottom based on however, long they are, but it also kind of swaddles them in and keeps them really close. And there's super cute ones that come with like hats and mittens and a swaddle, and then all matches. That makes just like a cute gift,
Mhm.
I feel like.
Mhm.
I got one sent to me that is just so gorgeous, by the company Lulu, Loulou.
Mm.
The mailing, like it was mailed to me and it was like a beautiful presentation, and I was like, oh my gosh, this feels so special. But they have on Lulu essential newborn bundles. Which great gift idea, especially if you can't make it to a baby shower in person. This is like a really nice thing you can send. Okay. Other things you can send that show up really nicely. This is also a podcast partner, Lovery,
Mhm.
Loveve, or Lovevery, Lovevery. You can send, they have, so this company makes play kits, really nice quality ones. I never knew what to do at each stage. Like,
Yeah.
what should I be showing them? They have something called the Looker Play Kit for weeks 0 to 12. So even when babies are in the newborn stage, like black and white images or black and white books that contrast as they're starting to like see and use their eyes, really good for stimulation for them. And so this Looker Play Kit has a bunch of things for like the parents to be interacting with the baby, which is just a really cool kind of different baby shower gift. A lot of times it's like books, which are awesome, but this has like some more kind of beyond that. Have you heard of the company Hatch?
Yeah. Well, no. I mean, I've heard the Hatch sound machine, but then you sent something over that I thought looked different than that.
Okay. It's another thing I got in the mail from a friend, and I was blown away. Like, it arrived. It's such a beautiful package with beautiful products. And this is really for mom. But if you go on their website, there's tons of gift ideas, like postpartum clothes and like all kinds of things. But what I got as a gift is the Mama Must Haves kit. And so it's a beautiful
Oh,
like
wow.
box that arrives, beautiful packaging, and then it has
Ooh.
belly oil, nipple and lip cream, and then this foot cream that has like a little bit of mint in it. And last night my feet were really swollen and I
Mm.
can't touch my feet right now
Right.
like easily. But Chris, like I took a shower, and then Chris like used this cream on my feet last night and just kind of rubbed it in, and it really did help with the foot swelling, and it felt just like such a novelty to have something like luxurious and nice like
Oh
that.
my
That I
gosh.
I
I'm
would
on
not have bought that for
I'm
myself,
on this
you know?
website now. It's called Hatch Collection. This
Yeah.
is like I feel like a lot
Nice.
of maternity things are like nah. This is like a sexy vibe. Like the
Yes.
branding on this. This is like makes me want to be pregnant, which is hard. Not actually. I don't actually want to be pregnant, but you know what I mean? Like that
Yeah.
this is like cuz you know that feeling, right? You're just kind of like you're all frumping around. You don't feel good. It's like nothing is super cute except for this.
It's really nice. And the
Oh my
price reflects
gosh.
it. Like
Yeah,
this
right.
stuff is not cheap. These are big ticket items. Well, this Mama Must Haves kit is almost $120, but really nice gift.
And they have
For
clothes and stuff.
yeah,
It feels high end. I love this.
high end, and I'll tell you what, it arrives beautiful if you
Mm.
are far away from a friend or want to like go in on a
Oh.
gift with another friend for a friend, like super solid. You can't go wrong with something personalized like an initials necklace or bracelet on Etsy. There's all kinds of things. I found one that I thought was cute on Etsy. Gold Hill Jewelry has 90,000 sales. It's a solid gold initial necklace where you can add like if it's, the second kid or the third or whatever, like multiple initials on there too, which is cute.
Yeah.
So can't go wrong with that. Cuddle and Kind. I'm almost at the end of this list, but Cuddle and Kind, they're a company that gives back and they make these hand knit dolls that are perfect for like
Hmm.
newborn and older, and they hold up really well with like wear and tear, but they're just super cute. And then you
Oh
can
my
buy,
gosh.
they're also packaged really nice, so I feel like it makes a great gift.
I'm obsessed with these. These are adorable.
Aren't they cute? So
Wow.
Chris's mom got a Cuddle and Kind set for Ben, and then she just got we
Oh,
got one for Ellie too. And I was
oh
just
my
looking at it in her
God.
room, but these are like they feel really special to receive, and then the company gives meals to people in need, which is cool. So
Yeah.
it's a really neat company to support. Okay. Things that are not products, but that would be awesome gifts. And these all three things, the key to this is scheduling it. So like a pedicure, getting the mama to
Mm,
be a pedicure,
mhm.
but going to the pedicure place, scheduling it for her. Like if she has to move it, whatever, but ideally you're giving something where someone doesn't then have to work to use it,
Yeah.
because if it's not the first baby, probably has zero time, and it'll
Yeah.
just be a gift card that then like
It's
is kind
there.
of a weight, like burning a hole in your pocket because you're like, oh, I gotta schedule it, I gotta use it. So amazing to just be like, well, I have to go use this afternoon or
Yeah.
whatever day it's scheduled. um Even if it's a first time mom, just like forcing them to go do something for themselves, scheduling a house cleaning, whether it's for the mom to be, whether it's before or after baby, preferably
Yeah.
like right before, but like getting that set up for them, especially if they don't have a house cleaner, just like, hey, house cleaner's coming on this day,
Yeah.
like huge, amazing gift. The other thing is scheduling like a night nurse for like one night or like a doula for a night in postpartum.
Mm.
That would go a long way.
How do you find that? Do you know?
There's all kinds of
You just
like,
Google like night nurse
yeah, like
in
Google
the
the
city
city
they're
or
in?
like, yeah, or like
Okay.
doula. And then just reach out, and it takes a little bit more work, but like scheduling a night
Wow.
for support with someone. That would be like ultimate gift
Whoa. Yeah, that is like sounds like a dream.
dream. And then the very last thing is, don't underestimate the power of a gift card to wherever they registered for,
Mm.
because after it's not the funnest thing to give, but like especially for those first time parents, like they're going through everything they received and then they're spending their own money to like fill in the gaps, and having the gift card to offset that can be really helpful.
Yeah.
Last final tip.
One of my favorite things when you're giving a gift card, like I would love to give a gift card and then also pair it with one of the things that you said, right? Like maybe a Bond's Wonder
Yes.
suit with a $50 gift card or something like that.
Yes.
So that it's like a cute little thing, but also like, hey, here's some for your, fill
Yeah.
in or whatever.
Like the name sign with a wonder suit
Yes,
and a
would
gift
be,
card would
oh
be
my
like a
gosh.
complete perfect, like high impact gift.
Yeah.
And then the last thing, explicitly write, whether it's in your card or in a note, please do not send me a thank you card. I think thank you cards are like
Oh.
such a nice, good manners thing to do for most things. But I think people who get a pass are pregnant women and postpartum women.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. Because, like, I was talking to a friend who just had a new baby. She's like, oh my gosh, I just am feeling so overwhelmed because I have all these thank you cards to send from my baby shower still. And I'm like, oh my gosh, just send an email thanking everybody all at once, that when you use their gifts, you think of them all the time. Send some pictures and updates of how the baby's doing, because I promise you, no one is sitting around thinking, oh, they didn't send me a card.
Your grandma
But
might be.
Your grandma might be. Yeah. And maybe if people who like threw a shower for you or something like that, like they kind of are an exception.
I'm just thinking like old fashioned people that really appreciate that, but like,
yeah,
you know, whatever. None of your friends.
And if you're a kind of person who you like can't imagine not doing a thank you card, like fine. But just saying, hey, take me off your list.
Take me off the roster.
Take me off the roster. I know that you're thankful.
Yeah. I love
nice little
that.
touch.
I've never thought of before. And that is a great idea.
Yeah. Just, hey, we're all good.
No need to thank me.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okie doke. Ding, 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 ding,
ding, ding, ding, ding, ding. Okay. I have been, you all know, working on my gut health. Yes. I get bloated. And so I cut all these things out of my diet just to see how I was feeling when I introduced them again. And I noticed bloating, like if I have too many veggies or if I have dairy, or if I have it like comes and it impacts me, and it's super uncomfortable. But I still want to include a lot of greens. And that when Bloom reached out to us and was like, hey, do you want to try this? I'm like, yes, I 100% do. Because if you've got gas or you've got digestive upset, or if you deal with bloating all of the time, you need a little help, a little TLC, right? You want to feel hot year round without the stomach issues. Bloom Nutrition makes it easy and delicious for sure, to give your body what it needs to feel your best inside and out. Their greens and superfood powder blend fights bloating. It helps digestion. It increases natural energy, and it's going to keep your skin glowing. It's packed with over 50 nutrients, including whole fruits and veggies, fiber, probiotics, antioxidants, and more in one easy to drink formula. I love it. The flavor is super bomb. I got the citrus, which normally isn't like my go-to, but I love that. You just mix it. You can easily mix it in water, or you can put it in a smoothie or whatever. There's 4 flavors: coconut, mixed berry, citrus, or original. And it's made for you, whether you're trying to recover from a big meal or a night out, or you're a fitness buff. Over 350,000 people trust Bloom to feel better every day.
I have the citrus too. It's so good.
I
just put it right in my cold water. Yeah, I was.
I don't know if I love citrus greens. Yes, I do.
Yeah, I do.
Yes, I'm
a big fan.
In fact.
All right, you guys. Right now, Bloom Nutrition is offering our listeners 15% off your purchase of your greens and superfoods blend when you go to bloomnu.com/sip. That's BLOOMNU.com/sip for 15% off your purchase. Go to bloomnu.com/sip for 15% off.
Bing, 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 bing.
Let's land this bird.
I'm feeling buzz-a-rama'd.
Are you?
Yeah.
Buzz-a-rama?
I was like, how am I going to get through that last ad? Like, how am I going to read this? I can't
nailed
read
it.
Okay, my rant and raves are so stupid, but they're so important right now. It's the same thing. It's one and the same. So do you want to go first and last, and I'll go in the middle?
I'll sandwich you my rant. Heartburn. Get out of here.
Oh my gosh.
How have we not ranted about heartburn before?
Have we not? I don't think we have. And
I don't think we have.
Exactly. That's the question of the year. How have we not? Because it is a absolute nightmare.
I never got heartburn until I became pregnant. And then it's like my body figured out how to have heartburn. So even after Ben, I like, but it's like, oh, I know what to do here. I'll just burn your
Yeah.
esophagus like
Let me
it's
just burn you
hot
alive from the inside out.
lava. And you
Mhm.
feel it coming on, you know? And
Yes.
like, and if you don't know when to get ahead of it because it sneaks up on you like a
Yeah.
little jerk.
Yeah. You think you're fine, and you're not fine. You're not fine.
No.
It's a slow simmering boil, and then all of a sudden you're overflowing and just hate yourself.
It is the worst. Or like you go to bed because
Yeah.
you know, like when you're laying down
yeah.
or when you like bend
Comes
over
right
to do
up.
something,
Yeah.
like working out, you like go to like stretch your legs and you kind of like move your top half of your body in a way that anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, get out of here. Get
I
out
will
of
tell
here.
you, the worst time that I can I mean, there was one time I thought I was going to have to go to the emergency room. I was in so much pain from heartburn. John was like worried about me because I was in so much pain.
Ooh.
And that was years ago. But the worst time that I can remember, I earned this trip to we won this competition at Beachbody. They earned this trip. They flew us out to Santa Monica and then they took us out to a Mexican restaurant on their dime, like a nice Mexican restaurant in Santa Monica. And I couldn't order margaritas and drink. I couldn't. And then I thought, so it was like people thought I was pregnant because I'm at a Mexican restaurant. They know that I like to drink. And I'm like, I just can't. I'm so uncomfortable. Like I can barely eat. I can't have lime and alcohol in my body right now. And then we went and I thought I was feeling better. So then we ordered a bottle of wine to the room. I was like, well, I'm going to make this night count because they gave us like a room credit too. So order a bottle of wine to the room. It's like $60 or whatever stupid thing they charge. And then by the time it got delivered, heartburn came back and that wine sat in that room. And I thought, how dare you do this to me? How dare you do this to me? I can't have margaritas. I can't have wine. I can't live my life. And it was so annoying.
Ugh.
It was the worst.
Ugh.
Heartburn sucks. Okay. Right. You guys, this is the dumbest rant and rave of all time, but it has to be said.
Okay.
Snoring. Snoring is the absolute most annoying thing on the planet, I think. I'm a light sleeper. Snoring is the absolute worst. I hate it. And like sometimes when I go, so when we went for Chris's birthday, I was really nervous because John wasn't able to come and I was sort of on my own. So I was like, there's two guys that were single and that was like the bunk room. And I was really nervous. I was going to have to share a room with them because I was like, one of them has to snore. Like it's just got to be a thing. There's alcohol involved. Like, so I was like, I don't want to be high maintenance. This trip is not about me, but like, I really don't want to be sharing a room with the single dudes because she's like, no, it's fine. We got it. You're okay.
Yeah.
But I was really like, cause anytime I have to share a room, and there's girls that snore too. I'm like, I might love you, but if you snore, I hate you at night. I can't. So that's my rant, snoring. My rave is that John does not snore.
Wow.
And thank God he hears me. He goes, yeah, baby. Thank God. Sometimes he does. And I'll like very rarely, I'll have to like nudge him and be like, can you roll over? And he doesn't. I don't know how he doesn't because he's a mid-40s dude, who likes to drink, but he does not snore. And I don't know what I would do if I would have married someone like my dad who snores out every night. I couldn't sleep. I could not.
Yeah.
And like my aunt and uncle that we hang out with all the time, she has to go sleep in a separate bedroom, which is fine, but it's also an inconvenience because you're like sleeping, all of a sudden you get abruptly awoke by this snorer,
Yeah.
And it's like they're just bragging about how deep, right? Did I post that
meme.
thing?
There was a meme.
Yeah.
That's like, it went around a week or two ago. That was like, snoring is just bragging that you fall asleep really fast or something like that. So rude.
Like, sorry you're struggling, but I'm having a bloody good time, mate, or whatever. It's something like that. Yeah.
So Chris snores every now and again. And I make him wear, or like I don't make him. He voluntarily wears like the
duct tape over his mouth. I agree.
But if he doesn't put that on, and then if he's snoring in his like if I wake him up and say, hey, you're snoring, can you roll over?
Yeah.
There's two, and I think he'd be fine with me saying this. There's two Chris's. There's a wake Chris,
right,
and there's a wake Colleen, and then there's Chris Ernett. There's he's not him.
Yeah.
He's half asleep, and he sort of wakes up in the Chris Ernett stage, and he's like defensive. Like, I was not snoring.
Isn't he a deep sleeper too?
So it's sleeper. Like he's
out of it when you're waking him up.
He's in purgatory when you wake. It's not him that I'm dealing with, right?
It's his alter ego.
And he immediately is like, not pissed at me, but like,
annoyed.
you're wrong,
Yeah.
Colleen.
Yeah.
Like, this was not happening. Even though I was the one that was awake, I know with
Hearing it happen.
100% certainty.
Yeah.
But there's this thing of like, you just woke me up for no reason.
Right.
Right. But it's not
How
him. It's
dare
not
you?
really him.
Yeah.
And then the next morning we don't talk about it. He doesn't remember. Like, I just don't bring it up. But then I've evolved to other tactics. Like, if it starts, then I'll like take the sheet off of him or the blankets.
Oh.
So then there's like a subconscious reaction
I'm
where
a
he'll
little
lift the
chilly
blankets
and-
back up and hopefully he'll like
Rotate.
turn.
Mhm.
And if he doesn't, then I move the pillow
Yeah.
a little bit under his head.
Yes. Yeah. No, it's a whole
You know?
strategy. Sometimes
yeah.
I just I'll like flop around like really intensely to just see like sometimes that's all it takes, you know? Just like,
Yeah.
just a little flopping.
Or I'll reach my foot under and sort of tickle his leg with my foot.
Yes. Yes.
You know that
Right.
that kind of thing.
Yeah. Or
Yeah.
or I'll act like I'm stretching and I'll like try to touch him a little bit so he'll like, you know, a little bit
Yes.
startled like, oh, sorry, I
Yeah.
was just stretching. Yeah. You know, these little
Yeah.
sleuthy tactics to get it to chill out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. All right.
Your rave?
I don't even know what I wrote here. Oh, okay. Because it's like multiple things. Going to a restaurant and having servers who are super good with kids. Or like not just with kids, but like super good about kids. Like they
Mhm.
know the drill. A lot of times they'll say, "Oh, I get it. I have 14 nieces," or so,
Yeah.
you know, whatever.
Yeah.
They're like they say something.
Yeah.
But what it looks like is welcoming, first of all,
Mm-hmm. Non-judgmental.
fast. And then you'll say like, "Oh, sorry, we got the kids. Like, can we get fries or whatever it is on the table fast?" And they're like, "Yep, I got you." Like, I feel you. Like, you know, they know.
Yes.
And like, boom, it comes out. Quick food. They get the like needed things, like lids on cups. They're just aware.
Oh, yeah. They don't
They,
put
like,
the
just
plates
get
right
it.
next to the kids.
Yeah.
Or bring
hot
like
stuff.
huge ass big pint glasses of ice water in glass and put it right next to
Yes.
the kids. You're
Yes.
Like, mm-mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then quick checks too. Like,
Oh,
or you ask,
oh.
like, "Hey, I don't want to be rude, but you know," and they're like, "Nope, totally get it."
I
And
thought
then
you
boom,
meant
the
like
check is
quick
there.
check, like, "Hey, are you guys good? Okay, bye." But you meant like drop the quick, like the check off
Yeah,
quickly
like,
to pay.
yes.
Yeah.
I just appreciate.
Right.
I appreciate it all.
That is
Yeah.
very fair point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right, this was a good one, you guys.
They always are.
They
Three
always
and a
are,
half million downloads later, that hasn't been a bad one yet. You know?
3.5 million.
And
I almost
climbing.
said and climbing. Okay.
Climbing. And one.
Enough!
And one. I hope only one person listens to this episode. Wishful thinking. Anyways,
Talk about a
hey
crash
guys,
and
did we
burn.
plug Patreon? You get your
Oh, yeah.
extra bonus episode every single week. $5 a month, 4 extra episodes a month, plus everything we've ever recorded over there. patreon.com/ you can sip with us. That's the real, if you're a real deal, you want to be over there.
I almost said, well, I'll just say it. No shit.
No shit. No shit.
All right.
Rate, subscribe, review, tell a friend. And also come back next Tuesday. We can't wait.
Yeah.
You can sip,
You can sip with us
always.
always. We will see you
next
next Tuesday.
Bye.
Bye.